Okay, babe, I need to talk to the woman, to those of you who are already in summer brain, and we just got summer started. I am seeing it in my own coaching containers with my one on one clients. I'm noticing it among my peers who are like, I am checking out of my business. I get it. The kids are home, your schedule is weird, and your days feel kind of like they're all over the place. Everyone online is acting and saying sales are slow in the summer, business is down. And part of you might be thinking, okay, if that's true, I'll just pick this back up in August. But I want to grab you by the shoulders right now and say that this is exactly where people start sleeping on their business. And I want to encourage you for this to be the summer and the time where you don't do that. Okay. Let's not do that. This is exactly where you can start to multiply. And I want to be really careful when I use that word multiply, because that does not mean burn out, do more, go crazy. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I also don't want you to force some kind of CEO, summer boss babe persona that you can't then continue on into the rest of the year. This summer, I want to be about you showing up with doing the right reps and also not sleeping on the person and the business you said that you wanted to create, because things change. Things just look a little different in the summer, but that is not a reason to stop this momentum. I was inspired to do this episode because y'all already know I've talked about it several times already on the podcast that I have been watching the NBA finals. I'm so sad my team, the Spurs, lost, but I'm also really happy for the Knicks. And, again, I lived in New York City for 5 years. I love that city, and it had been 53 years. So they were due. They were due. But I was listening to after the game when they were interviewing Jalen Brunson, who is the star of the Knicks. And he was asked about his confidence specifically. And what he said was this: my confidence comes from my work ethic. Every time I had the ball, I was thinking about the hours I put in during the summer and all the summers I spent doing the work that made this moment a reality. Chills. Chills. And that hit me because confidence is so often talked about like it's a personality trait. Like you either have it or you don't. And that can happen really easily with social when we're watching these other coaches or creators or business owners who are just churning out content and everything looks so curated and well put together. And you might be thinking, well, some people are just bold and I'm an introvert, and some women just are magnetic and others just don't have it. They just know how to show up and talk about their business. No, girl, confidence is not a personality trait. It is just not. And I need you to get that through your thick little skull, because confidence is not something you wait to feel. It is something that you build during these so-called quiet seasons like summer. What if confidence is born in the reps that nobody sees or nobody claps for? I'm serious. I'm thinking about, Jalen Brunson specifically, but we're also going to see it again in the World Cup. Even if you read any kind of book on a successful entrepreneur, anyone who has had longevity, they aren't going to tell you that the confidence came from when they had this big moment. The confidence came from when they put in the work, when everyone was doubting them or when other people were sitting on the bench chilling. Okay? This is the time. Summer specifically has a way of revealing the relationship with your vision and the goals that you say you want. As your coach, I can see how serious you are about your business by the work you do or don't do during the off season. And I don't say this to shame you, okay? It's really the opposite. I say this in a clarifying way because it's so easy for when the structure gets looser, we actually get to see what is holding the business together. I think about like a home, and if there is some kind of natural disaster, let's say like a hurricane, why some houses get blown over and destroyed and others don't. We have to build the foundation. So this is what you are doing right now is in the summer, you are building the foundation so that when the weather comes, when the victory comes, you have something that works and something that stands on, and your confidence is being built now. Because the question you have to ask yourself is, what is holding up your house? What is holding up your business? Is it discipline? Is it devotion? Is it urgency? Is it fear? Does it only work when you show up and it's convenient and everything is going perfectly according to plan? This is where so many business owners drift because they just say and chalk it up to, well, it's summer. But then summer becomes September. And in September, you're telling yourself like, oh, I just need to get back to the rhythm. I need to get back in the habits. Kids are back in school. I need to get back to how things were. But then all of a sudden it's Q4 and we're wondering why we feel like we're behind, like we missed something. And I'm not saying you can't rest, but rest is not the problem here. This is not what we're talking about. What I'm talking about is abandonment. This abandonment of the thing you said you were going to do, the abandonment of the goals that you said you had for yourself this year. And there's a difference between choosing rest and quietly checking out on your goals. The other thing I want to point out here is we get into the comparison game as business owners. It's only natural. Our brains almost literally cannot help it. And I want to remind you that your competitors are not always more talented or more skilled or better than you. But oftentimes they appear better because they've just made themselves more available for putting in the reps. This is where I really want you to hear me. The woman who wins is not always the one with the cleanest brand, the biggest audience, the prettiest website, the most polished content. She's the one that keeps talking about the offer, keeps building the relationships, keeps inviting people into her brand and her world. She's the one that keeps studying what is working. She's the one that hires a coach. She's the one that practice sales conversations. She's the one that shows up even when everyone says summer is a slow fucking season. Okay? Summer is the season to do those things I just mentioned because it's the time where everyone else is mentally opting out. And it's why I'm recording this episode. I have data that no matter how much I've been saying it or preparing people, they still check out and then they come back in fall and they're frustrated because they're like, why am I not further along? It's because you've assumed no one's going to buy. You're checked out, so why would your clients buy from you? You assume everyone's busy taking vacation, so why would they possibly need your services right now? You've assumed that everyone else is not showing up. But assumptions are not building your business, queen. The reps do. All of those things that I said, talking about your offers, creating the relationships, inviting people in, having sales conversations, that is going to make the difference between the business that you do or don't have when we reach December and it's the end of the year. I want to be so clear because I know I'm about to send you into a spiral here because y'all know me. I am not a huge fan of hustle, do more, boss babe culture. That's not the vibe here. We are a bunch of soft girlies doing hard shit. All right. And so oftentimes when I say multiply or show up, y'all think I'm talking about not enjoying your summer and putting the pedal to the metal and like burning out. No, 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 no. We are not doing that. I do not mean that you need to do the absolute most. I don't mean that you need to post 3 times a day, launch 5 different offers, run your body into the ground, not pay attention to your family. But what I do mean is this: pick the needle movers that are going to drive your business forward. If you don't know what a needle mover is, I have an episode that talks exactly about how to choose your needle movers and actually drive your business forward every week. You also need to pick the reps that focus on sales. You need to choose things that help you become more visible. You need to do things that help you to follow up, check in with the people who said they were interested, build relationships, create better beliefs. Those are the things I want you to make time for this summer. I want you to show up for the do what I said I was going to do thing. This is how you multiply. This is how your business grows during the quote unquote soft season. It doesn't take a lot. Okay. It doesn't take a lot. We are not adding chaos. We are adding consistency of the right things. And here's the thing. All of you want more of that next level identity. Everyone that I talk to that comes into my world wants the sold out launches, wants the booked out calendars, wants the high cash months, wants the holy shit, my business is growing moments. But let me remind you this. Brunson didn't get confidence from the trophies that he got with the finals and the MVP. He got the confidence from the work he put in during the summers. That is the whole lesson here, okay? The win, the outcome, the high cash months, the client that signs on doesn't create the confidence. The work you did before that is what is going to create the confidence. So I'm going to encourage you to pick something like recording the podcast, even when downloads are not exploding yet. Send the emails when you're not sure if anyone's reading or your list isn't very big. I want you to follow up with that person who said they were interested and then you were like, ooh, I'm a little timid to reach out. I don't want to seem pushy. I want you to post about your offers even when you think that everyone already knows about it. I want you to practice sales instead of winging it. I want you to call up your best friend and be like, hey, can you pretend like you're a client that wants to work with me? This is how you start to win. You start showing up as the motherfucking business owner that you say you want to be and doing the things that she does to have the business that you desire. Okay? There's a difference between the version of you that has the business you have now and that has the business you want. And it starts with this kind of stuff that I'm talking about on this episode. And I know because I lived it. And the thing is, these changes don't have to be dramatic. I'm not asking you to put yourself in some kind of boot camp. Okay. But I'm asking you not to forget about the things that are important to you because it is so much harder in 2 months from now to pick up the torch that you've set down and try to build momentum rather than just keep the momentum going. Because when August comes, at the end of August or September, what do you want to be able to say that you've built? What do you want to be proud of? What do you want to say, wow, during the time that everyone else was checked out, I did this. Because here's the thing, when your business grows and thrives and has a solid foundation, it's summer year round, baby. We don't have to wait for 2 months. That's why you're a business owner. It's so that you can have freedom all the time, okay? So that you can be with those babies as they grow up, so that you can take the trips whenever you want to take the trips, so that you can treat your friends and hire the biggest coaches and put money into ads or whatever it is that you're wanting to do. This is the way to get there. And I want to remind you that if during this season you could use some clarity, some offer restructuring, some support, a plan for the rest of your summer, and if you want summer to be your time of the year with the highest influx of cash, this is exactly what we do inside of my coaching. Down below in the show notes, I'm going to leave a link where you can schedule a call and we can chat about what it would look like to work one-on-one, to have you in a group container in the mastermind, or just having an intensive, whether that's a VIP day or just a 90-minute call. Lots of ways to support you during this season, because I know how easy it is to check out. And if you're listening to this, you're not the kind that is going to check out. You're going to double down and multiply. Do me a favor and share this episode with a friend, maybe someone that you're going to commit to showing the fuck up with this summer and getting the shit done. Because in 2 months from now, we want to be able to look back and say, baby, look at us go. I'm proud of you. Keep showing up. I will see you back here next Wednesday. Lots of love.